Hello, grade 5. This is Miss Susan. Today's topic is about applied volume formulas, lesson 11.9. And our essential question is:
how can you use a formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism?
How can you use a formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism? And a formula is a standard equation that will help me to find the volume of any rectangular prism. And we said before, the volume of a rectangular prism equals how many unit cubes can fill this rectangular prism without any gaps or overlaps. However, to calculate this volume, you have to know how many cubes in each layer multiplied by how many layers. And how many cubes in each layer mean the area of the base multiplied by its height. So we have first to find the area of the base of the shape, then multiplied by how many layers, which is the height. So let's put a standardized formula so we can apply for any rectangular prism. Let's start and see. Hello there.
Howdy, folks. The neighbors are building a sandbox for their yard. They made a rock border to show the area for the sandbox.
First, they show the area that they will put the sandbox in.
The sandbox is going to be a rectangular prism with a length of 4 feet and a width of 4 feet.
So this is
the
the area.
height is going to be 2 feet.
Then multiplied by the height, which is 2 feet.
I wonder how much sand will fill the box.
How much sand will fill
this
the
out
box?
by finding the volume of the sandbox.
And this means the volume, the capacity of this box. So let's see.
Let's find the volume of a rectangular prism. Mike is making a box to hold his favorite DVDs. The length of the box is 8 inches. The width is 6 inches, and the height is 4 inches. What is the volume of the box Mike is making? Let's unlock this problem.
So first, what are the givens here in this example? First, the length of the box is 8 inches. The width is 6 inches. So these are the dimensions of the base. It has length 8 and width 6. Then what is the height of the rectangular prism? Its height is 4 inches. Now, what does he want me to find? What is the volume of the box Mike is making? So, first, find the base, the area of the base, which with dimensions 8 times 6. Then multiplied by the height to find the volume. So, let's unlock this question.
You can use a formula to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Volume equals length times width times height, or V equals L times W times H. The first step is to identify the length, width, and height of the rectangular prism. What is the length of the prism?
So we can stipulate length, or L, by 8. So it is 8 inches.
The length is 8 inches. What is the width?
The width is 6, so you can substitute it with 6.
The width is 6 inches. What is the height?
The height is 4.
The height is 4 inches. Now, you need to multiply the length of the base of the prism by the width of the base of the prism. What is 8 times 6?
So, again, the volume, we measure the space inside 3D shapes. And 3D here means three-dimensional shapes. And to find the volume of any shape, you have to multiply the 3 dimensions together, which is the length, the width, and the height. So, multiply first the 2 dimensions together, length with width, to find the area of the base. 8 times 6 is
8 times 6 is 48. Finally, multiply the product of the length and width by the height. What is 48 times 4?
First multiply 4 by 8 will give you 32. then multiply 4 times 4 would be 16. So plus the 3 from 32, so it would be 192.
48 times 4 is 192. So the volume of Mike's DVD box is 192 cubic inches.
Why it's cubic inches? If you multiply inch by inch by inch, will give you inch with exponent 3, meaning it multiplied by itself 3 times. So that's why we put here 3 above the inches. It's called cubic inches. Let's move to another example.
Here's another problem about finding the volume of a rectangular prism.
Let's read it.
Emilio's family has a sand castle kit. The kit includes molds for several figures that can be used to make sand castles. One of the molds is a rectangular prism like the one shown. How much sand will it take to fill the mold?
How much
Let's
sand
unlock this problem.
will it take to fill the mold? They want to know the capacity or the volume of this mold or of this rectangular prism. Okay, what is the area of the base here? The dimensions of the base are 6 and 5. And what is the height of this mold? It's 9 in inches. So let's write the formula here. The formula is the standard equation. The formula tell me that V, which is volume, equal L times W times H. L for length, W for width, H for height. So let's unlock and see.
You can use a formula that multiplies the area of the base shape by the height to find the volume of a rectangular prism. How do you determine the area of the base shape?
B here stands for the base area. That's why it's written B capital. So base of the area, base area is 6 times 5. So 6 times 5 equal 30. So that's why we put here.
To determine the area of the base, multiply the length by the width, or 6 times 5. What is 6 times 5?
30.
6 times 5 is 30. So the area of the base shape is 30 square inches. What is the height of the solid figure?
It's 9.
Replace h with the height of the solid figure.
The height here is 9.
The height is 9 inches. What is the base area times the height?
Okay, put the 0, then multiply 3 times 9 will give you, yes, 27 problem. So it will be 270 cubic inches.
The base area times the height equals 270 cubic inches. So it will take 270 cubic inches of sand to fill the rectangular prism mold.
We always measure the volume by cubic inches. Why? Because if you multiply the 3 dimensions together, inch by inch by inch, this means you multiply the same inches by itself 3 times, mean with the exponent 3, and we call it cubic inches.
Let's find the unknown measurement in this problem. The volume of this rectangular prism is 24 cubic centimeters. Use the formula for the volume of a rectangular prism to find the unknown height. First, use the formula to fill in the values you know. What is the length?
Okay, so we have 2 formulas to find the volume. The first formula is to write the 3 dimensions, L times W times H. Or you can substitute L times W by base, which is B. So you can write another formula, V equal BH, B times H. B stands for the base area times H is always the height. So first, H here is unknown, that's why he put an empty box instead of it. Now, just fill the formula. The first V is given equal 24. L is known, which is equal 4. The width is also known, which is equal 3.
The length is 4 centimeters. What is the width?
Width is 3.
The width is 3 centimeters. What's 4 times 3?
4 times 3 is equal
4
to
times 3 is 12. If you filled this prism with centimeter cubes, each layer would have 12 cubes. So how many layers of 12 cubes are equal to 24?
So what should I multiply by 12 to give me 24? It's 2.
2 layers of 12 cubes are equal to 24. So the unknown measurement is 2 centimeters.
Okay, in another way, if you don't know the h, you can do something is called inverse operation to find h. What is the operation here? The number that is with h is multiplying by 12. So in this case, you will do the inverse of multiplying, mean you divide by 12. So you divide 24 by 12 to give you h. So if you divide 24 by 12, it will give you 2, and that's the same answer that you got here for h. Hope that you understood. Let's see another example.
Let's find the volume of this rectangular prism by using the formula volume equals length times width times height. First, identify the length, width, and height.
First, the length is 3. The width is 5. Finally, the height is 6.
Correct! The length is 3 feet. The width is 5 feet. The height is 6 feet. Now, multiply the length by the width by the height.
3 times. Okay, let's see this first. 5 times 6 is equal 30. Then multiply 30 by 3. Put the 0, then multiply 3 times 3 will give you 9. So the final answer is 90. And the unit here is feet with exponent 3 because you have 3 feet, you will multiply it together. So it will be cubic feet. So let's check to see if the answer is right or wrong.
That's it! The volume is 90 cubic feet. Now try your homework on your own with the personal math trainer. It includes the exercise you saw at the beginning of the lesson.
Thank you, grade 5, for watching. Hope that you found this lesson easy. See you in another lesson. Bye-bye.
Thanks for helping me figure out the volume of the sandbox. See you next time.